Alright, I'm going to demonstrate how to color separate a multicolor design using the Superproof system. Focusing on this design right here, I'm going to do the back art because it's elaborate and show exactly how I would color separate it, exactly what I did whenever I separated this job a few weeks ago. So these are all the files that populate whenever you run the Superproof and convert the work order and the art files into the proof. It also places these SEP PSD files. So to open one of these, the back, it's going to be blank and it has blank customer job and ink at the top. Over here, the actions that I programmed, which is about a dozen steps that just automatically runs, updating information and getting you set up to do the actual work of color separating it. So whenever I hit run on this, it is updating these smart objects that are in the linked folder right here. This back art is what we just loaded, and then it will, this art right here, and then it will adjust the registration marks, add in the name of, this stuff was all generated whenever the Superproof was first ran. It was the root folder, which is the customer's name. The name of the work order is the job number. That is what is exactly written right there. And then the ink colors populate going down over here on these layers. You have to manually turn off. There's the white underbase. Here's black. Here's red, gold, etc. So to do this design, I'm going to start right here because I normally don't do an underbase first. I wait until I do everything else. So I'm just going to select black. Maybe adjust the fuzziness to make sure I get as much as I want. I copy all this information, paste it onto a blank channel. I then tweak the levels to make sure there weren't any halftones that I grabbed on accident. Should all be good. Come in here and I name the file, change the ink color just to see on screen while I'm separating it. You can also throw a t-shirt color right here. So in this case, I'm going to make it blue. Turn on the next layer. We've got bright red. What I'm doing right here is I'm select color range, and then it automatically gives you a good sampling of wherever that color or its close neighbors fall in the design. So again, I copy this with the registration marks and everything at the top. Blank channel, paste, fill, check the levels, bring them in, name it, change the solidity. This is already red, so it's fine. You can start to see it coming together already. Alright, now we have gold. Same thing, blank channel, paste, oops. I did not paste in place right there, and that's why it pasted lower. I should clarify that whenever I say paste, I mean to paste in place. And sometimes I just double check the levels just in case I forgot to do it. It's just a quirky habit of double checking all my work. So I come back up here, grab this gray. There's two halftones in the gray that I'm trying to make sure I get, and I don't want any of this white. So I'm going to bring it down. Select the information at the top. Okay, and so on here I actually don't want to fill it because I do want those two steps of the halftone. There is a lot of little crap in here that I'm going to delete. Okay, I pasted it back in there. Now I'm going to adjust the levels to around there. So I'm getting 100% gray on here and then a half tone gray right there. Now the white highlight. I'm actually going to get rid of these gray areas that were left over. Okay, that's white highlight. So now to turn all of this on, it should be starting to look more like the actual shirt design will. It looks a little weird right here because the transparent doesn't have an underbase underneath it. So what I do is I just select all of these. I control shift click on each of these and it keeps adding to the selection. I'm going to do everything except black. Select modify contract by 3 pixels. Come back in here, create new, it's inverted. I invert it, bring it in all the way, get rid of this jumble mess that's the combination of everything. It also choked the registration marks, so we have to get rid of those. Clear that out. Come back here to the front. Now I'm grabbing the white underbase information and put it at the top. Check the levels again. Alright, and so now this is the white underbase going down on the blue shirt. Then there's black, red, which is sitting on top of the white underbase choked, golden yellow on that, light gray with the half toning, and then a white highlight going on top of all that. After these channels are made and all of this information is brought over to here, I delete the RGB channels, flatten visible layers and discard hidden layers. Now I'm only looking at my channels. I delete the unnecessary shirt color. I come in here and I control select all of the information again. I hit V, then I hit C to crop it. Now it is the perfect size of the final print. This is why it's important to size the front art or whatever to size in the beginning. Now it's 11 inches by 17. And that's actually just because the width is correct, but the 17 tall is the extra height right here with the registration marks, just for reference. So there's that, and then you just save it, and now you should have the finished multicolor separations. But that's where any job that is a multicolor, this action will run and get you, it will autofill as much as it can, but then the act of separating is still up to you. So, and that's it.